Hello, hello, hello. How is
Hello.
everyone? Who is everyone? Who is here? Let's see. Gail and Marion and Sue. I just talked to Sue and she actually read the assignment and she stopped right where she was supposed to. Yay.
Good
Uh,
job.
Judy,
Thanks,
hello,
Sue.
Judy. Thank you for joining us. Shannon's here. Hello, Shannon. How is everybody? I hope everybody's doing well. We're kind of getting ready for a thunderstorm around here tomorrow apparently.
Oh, we had one last night. Like, I'm sitting here diamond painting, and all of a sudden it's like, whoa, what was that?
Nice.
Out of nowhere.
Hello, Sherry's here and Michelle's here. Yeah, so we're gonna have the thunderstorm tomorrow and whatnot. And then guess what's gonna happen after that through the weekend and early next week?
What?
It's gonna be in the 90s.
Oh, you go have weather like us.
No, thank you. This is Michigan. Stop.
Mm, although technically we're going to have higher than 90.
It's not supposed to do that here. No, stop it.
Well, we weren't supposed to have snow. We got snow. Now you're getting our summer weather.
It's
You're
ridiculous.
welcome. You're
It's
welcome.
ridiculous. Ridiculous.
But
Yeah.
But I guarantee you're getting it without the humidity.
Oh no. Oh no. It is
Do you have
superhuman.
humidity?
Oh yeah. It's superhuman here. Yeah. 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 Well, after we're done talking about this book, I'm going to have to go in and figure out what we're supposed to read next because I don't have that figured out yet. So yeah, Marion, usually that works. We have a thunderstorm and it cools off. It's going to do the opposite, though. We're going to have thunderstorms and it's going to heat up every day, all the way through the weekend and into Monday or whenever it decides to stop. Just,
Yeah, around here because it rains every day during the summer here. But
yeah.
last night's thunderstorm was more than just what we normally get. Usually we get a little smattering of rain for like a few minutes and then it'll go away and then we're all good. No, last night was full on.
It was like, nope, it's coming down. Yeah.
And and when you go outside, because I went outside during it, and it smelled like, how freshly tilled dirt smells. It smelled like freshly tilled dirt. Is how the rain smelled.
I think,
And
I think it's worms.
well, or that, or it was hitting so hard it was overturning the dirt.
No, I think it's worms.
Um, but the problem is that rains like that are supposed to help cool down, but what it does is it just increases the humidity here.
Normally it does. Normally it does cool things off and drops it down. That's normally what we need to get the heat down. So yeah, it wasn't 90 today. It was only in the 80s today. But anyhow, Sue said it was
I don't even know
92 in
what it
Illinois, but it
I
wasn't
don't
that
know
hot.
what it was. I keep the inside of my house at 72,
Ours is at
and
71 right now, I think.
now that
And I have a sweater on. Look, I have a sweater on.
this is my first week of not having to go to class or do anything. So
Yeah. Well, tonight, at some point tonight, I'm hoping to get out into my flower garden and finally plant my zinnias that have been needed to be planted for weeks now. And I hope I get them planted tonight. And then the rain will, I don't know if I should plant them if it's going to thunderstorm though. I don't know. I don't know. Anyhow,
well, I mean, wouldn't the rain help them?
yeah, but if it's a thunderstorm with a lot of wind, heavy wind and hail and stuff, I don't know if I want to plant them tonight.
Because that'll just uproot them or something.
I should wait until after the thunderstorm tomorrow and plant them tomorrow night because then the ground will be nice and wet and mushy. And because we're supposed to have a lot of heavy wind and possible hail. So yeah, I don't think I do want to plant them tonight. Now that I'm thinking about it. Anyhow, that sucks to not have water.
Oh yeah, that would be. And Marion's got no power.
No,
No.
she doesn't have water.
I said,
She said they've been out of water for a week.
oh, and knocked out the power.
But her neighbors, no. She has electric. The neighbors don't have electric. They don't have water.
Oh,
It knocked out the power just to the pump for the water.
okay. Although still, that's not good.
I'd rather have electric and no water, though.
If you're in hot heat, absolutely.
Yeah, I'd rather have electric than water. You can always get water. You can always get water to flush your toilets, and you can always, Anyhow. All right. I suppose we should talk about this book. Brandy got a little sneak peek. She asked me before we went live. She said, before we go, tell me, what do you think? So I'm not going to say anything yet. What do you guys think? People who are reading the book.
I want to know. I'm going to keep my opinion to myself. I want to see what y'all say.
What does everybody think about it? Tell us what you think. Look at this. Look at this strand of hair right here, how light it looks. Isn't that weird? It looks all blonde in the camera. My hair fades out.
I'm getting a little bit of blonde going on there.
My hair fades out in the summertime. Anyhow. Okay, there's one opinion. Dumb. Okay. Another opinion? More opinions, please. More opinions.
Marion, I'm enjoying it. Okay.
All right. She's winking. Wink, wink. Does that mean maybe, maybe not? I mean, what's that mean?
Gail says it's cute.
Okay, we got a cute.
It's a cute book. I like it. Mm-hmm.
Zappa's a male and he's a calico?
I think so.
I don't know. Is that true? I don't know. Yeah, because calicos usually aren't male. Calicos are usually female.
Wait, what? I thought calico was just a color of cat.
It is.
So why would there not be male?
I don't know. I'm not saying all, but I'm saying as a general rule, like most orange cats are males. It's just, it's a thing. I don't know why.
Oh, excuse me. I thought he was a tabby cat.
I don't know. Well, wait. No, wait. Zappa's the dog, isn't he? Or is Zappa a cat?
Zappa's the cat.
Zappa's the cat.
Almost got some nip.
Right. Yeah. Most calicos, most calicos are female. That's what I thought. Our calico cats always female. No, it said predominantly though. 1 in 3,000.
Hello, Natalia.
1 in 3,000 might be a male. Just like orange cats. Orange cats are predominantly male. I don't know why that is, but are orange cats always male? No. But approximately 80% of orange cats are male. And most calico cats are female. It's very weird. I don't understand. I don't know.
So, Natalia, we have just started a cute little cozy mystery cat detective book. Cat is going to help try to solve the mystery of the murder.
So, here's another question. Here's another question for the people. What does Mindy think about the book?
Well, obviously, Mindy does not have the popular opinion here.
What do you think? I haven't said my opinion yet.
Oh, okay. Wait.
I haven't said my opinion. What do they think? What do the people out there think? Caden's here. Hello, Caden.
Wait, where did Caden? I don't see. Where's Caden?
I know. He's up there. I saw somebody say something to. Oh, no, Brenda's orange.
There he is.
Yeah.
Caden.
It's an easy read, but it's not very deep. Well,
no.
That would be true.
That's why it's called a cozy mystery. It's not supposed to be deep thinking. Supposed to be lighthearted and fun.
Okay. So Mindy thinks it's okay so far. Judy said no spice. So That's interesting, Shannon. Your orange cat's a female.
Don't you have an orange cat?
Yeah, Mindy? He's a male. He's a boy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And our calico that we had was a girl. So we stayed within the norms here, you know.
Mindy's cat stayed in the norm.
That's right. That's right. So as far as this book goes, Mindy thinks this book is really kind of dumb. I don't get it. I don't get it.
It's meant to be a fun, cute. I love how, now granted, you know, unfortunately, the humans don't understand him when he talks.
That's the whole point. That's why it's dumb.
But see, him and Frank worked out a system. But his wife, since Frank is gone, she ain't, because she's not a detective, so she hasn't caught on to the system. But that's not going to stop him from, you know, he's observed stuff, and he's going to find his way into letting people know. And I'm just curious how. Now, it's interesting that he can only talk to the other cats, because I thought all animals could talk to each other.
Well, who can't?
But I mean, we don't technically. I guess we don't know.
Who else has he tried to talk to?
I guess he hasn't tried to talk to the dog, has he?
He tried to talk to the bird. He talked to the bird, didn't he?
Oh, he did talk to the heron, didn't he? Okay, so he hasn't tried to talk to the dog.
Gail's like, so I guess we won't be doing any more in this series.
I will be, because I will be continuing it on my own, because this little guy is cute.
Not unless something changes here pretty soon, Gail, because right now I'm just like, this is just dumb. How can you actually, I mean, I should have known just by the name of the book and that it's a cat detective. How can a cat be a detective and solve murders, human murders? How can a cat do that?
Well, I mean, it's not intended, like I said. Remember, I told you, you said you'd be willing to read a murder mystery, but we needed one that wasn't going to be, you know, your traditional murder mystery. And that's why
this is not traditional, I guess.
No, because
although there's been a murder, there's a dead body in the trash can going down the road to the dump.
Yep. Did they describe it in detail? No.
No.
But we know that what boggles my mind though is, how does the freaking body get dumped right in front of the cop, and the cop don't even see that the body went into the dump truck? Like literally, they were dumping the trash when the cop was outside.
They weren't looking.
They weren't paying attention. The cash is sitting there going, well, there went.
They were looking. There
went the body.
They were looking the other way. The Cat Who books are much better. What's a Cat Who book?
Oh, I might have to check that one out.
So yeah, at this point, I'm just like, the cat can't talk to people. The cat can't communicate with people. How's the cat
don't say it can't communicate, because they can, but the humans got to be able to pick up on because trust me, your cats are communicating to you.
Well, yeah, I know, but I mean, how can the cat? How's the cat supposed to tell people what's happening? Like, hey, there's a body in the dumpster. He can't tell people there's a body in the dumpster. My cat couldn't tell me there's a body in the dumpster. Well, my cat might be able to tell me there was something in the dumpster.
Right, to draw your attention to it.
If the cat's going into the dumpster, I might go into the dumpster after the cat, but the cat didn't do that. So that's kind of where I was thinking. The cat's going to do more overt things like that.
Well, we're just now at the dumpster. They haven't even found anything yet. So that's where we've stopped. So we don't know.
They're not at the dumpster anymore. Now they're at the dump.
That's what I meant, the dump.
They're at the dump now.
I know. You thought he was going to like cause a whole kerfluckus and be like,
yeah, like the cat would make more of a disturbance if the cat knows something's going on. Like the cat would be over there like pawing at the dumpster or something, and maybe that would tell people that the body was in there, or you know what I mean? Instead of just like, I can't tell him, so he's just talking. I don't know.
I still think it's absolutely adorable. I think that the wife, now that she's lost the detective husband, I hate that they don't go into detail on what happened. He just died suddenly. It's just like he's in the car, and what did he do? Have a stroke? Have a heart attack? Boom, he's gone.
I don't know.
Bust aneurysm. I don't know, but he died
Maybe
all of a
we'll
sudden.
find out. Maybe we'll find out more about him. I don't know, throughout the rest of the story. I don't know.
But she's not a detective, and so she knows that he helped with cases, that he was always there when they were doing cases. That's why she's got the little badge. But she's got to start taking him seriously, because, we can already see the foreshadowing that she gonna get blamed because it's her knife.
Right.
But
And
the dang neighbor came into her house.
Somebody back there made a prediction that they thought it was going to be what? Roger? Or is Roger the guy that was fishing? I think it was the fishing guy.
No, Roger was the realtor that he's trying to get her to sell.
Realtor. Right.
But why did Jimmy go into dude's house after everybody left? But then I don't know, but of course we only know that because of
the cat,
or the blissed out cat.
Yeah, right.
How much can you trust that blissed out cat? Because he's obviously blissed out of his mind. He might missaw stuff.
Would you say he is blissed?
He looking for Nip.
What's blissed mean?
He's high.
That's blissed?
Yeah.
Blissed? That's another term for high?
Yeah.
I've never heard blissed before in my life.
Oh my God, that was, yeah. We always talk about blissed out their mind.
Who's they? Who talked about being blissed?
Blitzed.
Who? But where?
Me and my generation, all of my friends, we did.
Oh, yeah. Nobody's ever been blissed that I've known of.
Never yeah, that's what we always said. You were blitzed at your mind.
Are you saying blitzed?
Blitz, like BLITZ.
Blitz.
I don't know if there's two Z. Blitz. But in my southern accent, it sounds like bliss.
Yes, bliss.
Although technically, it could be bliss, because when they high, they feel bliss.
I've heard a lot of terms for being high, but that's not one of them. So
you haven't heard blitzed with the Z?
No.
Oh my Lord! Am I the only one that has heard blitzed at your mind?
I don't know. That was not a high. That was not a high term in my past.
Well, your generation's no offense.
Yes,
your generation was the one that got high.
Yes,
what did y'all call it?
Buzzed. Yes, buzzed. But no. Yeah. Anyhow, so I guess I was hoping that the cat would be a little more forward, a little more like doing something with the people, not just, I don't know.
The other people have heard it. Okay, good. I'm not crazy. But I feel like the cat's just getting the lay down of the land. And he's got to figure out how to work in this new environment and with what he's got, and without his human that understands him.
Okay, so I have concluded why it is I don't like mysteries. This is why I don't like mysteries. I'll tell you why. Because they're puzzles. And they're a puzzle. You're supposed to be taking in all these clues and trying to figure things out, right? Based on these clues. And I don't like puzzles. I don't like word games. I don't like riddles. I don't like things that.
So you don't play crosswords or word search or croctograms.
I don't do crosswords. I hate crossword puzzles.
Do you do
Word
word search?
I love word searches because you don't have to figure anything out. You just look for stuff. You just look for letters. Word
They're
searches,
just look, and he's just looking for clues.
but there's no clues in a word search. There are in crossword puzzles.
It depends on what word search you get, because some of them have where you don't even get the word. They tell you a description, and you got to figure the word, and then it goes around a corner and zigzag. And
no, I don't do those. I don't do those.
Oh,
I just do
I like
regular word
those.
searches. But I don't like those kinds of word puzzly things. Things you have to take clues and figure out things. I've never liked those, and that's what mysteries are to me. They're puzzly things. You gotta figure things out.
Do you like those hidden object games?
Hidden object games,
Mm-hmm.
like where there's little animals and stuff you gotta find or whatnot.
No, like hidden object games are where like they'll give you a scene and it's a whole bunch of items in one spot, and you're given a list of stuff to find, but sometimes it's like a different color word because it's hidden. That object is hidden in something else. And you got to figure out what object, once you found all the ones that are out on the surface, you got to then find where the hidden ones are.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Oh, I love hidden object games.
I wouldn't do
But
that.
I'm actually
It's
playing
just
a
like
game called Unsolved.
that stupid lock your ass up in a room somewhere shit.
I love escape rooms.
Never, ever in a million years would I ever do that. Never.
Escape rooms are so much fun.
Never, ever. I don't like doing that stuff. I don't like trying to figure that stuff out. I don't like it. I don't like that stuff. And that's, I think, my main thing with.
So do you not put together actual puzzles?
Yeah, I like doing puzzles. It's not a word. It's different. Those are pictures.
Not really, because okay, hold on. Just go with me for a second. But do you not have to sort through the whole bunch of pieces to find the piece that matches with the piece that you're trying to put it together with? And what are things that you look for when you are looking for those pieces? You don't just randomly throw pieces against each other. You're looking for, I need one that matches this color. I need one that has.
There's a big difference. There's a big difference here between visual things, visual puzzle type things versus word puzzle type stuff.
But he's not doing word puzzles. He's doing visual puzzles. He is looking for visual clues.
No, but that's what I mean. That's what a mystery is. Mysteries are all kinds of word type things. It is.
No, you're not. Mysteries are visually looking for clues as to what happened. There's no words to it.
But they
are.
That's only a small part of it. That's only a small part of things they look for. They also talk to a lot of people and they ask a lot of questions.
But
and they have to dig into people's backgrounds and get all of this information.
But that's still not word stuff. That is still finding. Why do you think it's called? Why do you think it's called physical evidence? Because you have to physically have something.
That's only a part of it. That's only a part of it.
The majority of it is stuff like, yes, they do talk to people because they need to know where to go to find the physical evidence, but you're not going to solve or convict a case
and that's what
on just words. You're not. It's not going to happen.
That's not what I mean. I don't mean you have to have words. Never mind.
It's just, I get what you're saying. You don't like the having to think, well, what happened? How did they get from this spot to this spot?
Yeah.
I mean, I get it, but he is tracking down his physical clues. Now, granted, he got to figure out how. I mean, at least the cops, these cops, how did they get the clue to go to the dump?
They were at the house and there was a lot of blood and there was blood near the trash can.
Oh, and that's what led them to think that maybe he was in the trash can and he went to the dump. Okay.
Yeah.
And so now, if I'm correct, the cat jumped onto the golf cart of the police officer
He is
to go
now.
to the dump.
He is now, I think.
Right. So now they're at the dump. They ain't found nothing yet.
No.
Maybe he'll make his grand gesture of being like, hey, over here, rub up against your leg, bite your leg, pull it over there. See, if he was a dog, dogs would grab your leg and pull you over there. Be like, get your butt over here. Or they go over there and they bark. Cats don't really have, do they have a way of letting you know, get over here?
Well, they can meow at you.
Most people just kind of ignore them little meows,
They
though.
can meow, 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 meow.
Maybe
My
if he causes enough
I'll
of a
tell you
hissy fit.
If you got to watch my whip and chat tomorrow, because I talk about my cat. I talk about my cat and how my cat has a distinct way to tell me when he wants me to pick him up. He walks up to me and he'll do this. He pats on my leg. He sticks his paw up and he like taps on my leg. He just taps on my leg. No claws, just taps on my leg. And he's looking at me, right? And that means he wants me to pick his little butt up. So I pick him up, okay? And if he comes up to me and pats on my leg and he's like meowing at me, that's something different. I've learned that means that he's hungry and he wants food. So.
See, you have learned how your cat communicates with you.
Right.
Fred learned how Mr. Whiskers
Nobody knows anything about this
but
cat.
Sheila's got to figure out how to communicate with this cat, because right now she just thinks everything he's doing is he wants food. That is probably the most food or pets. That is the most petted and fed.
And being a person that has cats, has dogs, and I know when my dogs want to go outside. I know when they want to go outside. I know when they're whining what they want most of the time, right? The one cat, I'm definitely learning him. Oh my God. He's quite clear what he wants sometimes.
Is that one Smokey?
Yes.
So, he is very persistent.
Yes. So I was looking for a little more
persistence from this cat.
Yes, clear signals from.
I feel like we're gonna get there. Maybe. I just feel like that I think he's just trying to figure it out for himself first, because he's the detective, so he needs to figure it out before he can let the humans know what's happening. He needs to get his, right now he's just like, this went too fast. I gotta go. We gotta figure out, what do you know? What do you know?
We shall see.
What did you see?
Lynn. Hello, Joe. We shall see.
And because his owner is, I mean, she's in danger of being a suspect. She gonna be a suspect. That's her knife. There's no two ways about that.
Right.
So it's gonna come back to her. As far as the knife is gonna come back to her. She'd be a setup.
So the dude caught the fish.
Yep.
And so he had this fish. He was going to give some to the bird and the cat, but he didn't.
Well, as soon as he brought fish in, that dog came down and
the dog took the fish,
made the hook go into his hand.
So he needed a knife
to get the hook out. Mm-hmm.
And so this isn't his home. He's not anywhere near where he lives. So what? The door was open. He just went in and he grabbed a knife out of her house to just do what he needed to do.
Yeah.
To fix his hand.
And hook. She let him.
Right.
At the time, she was still trying to figure out, like, her cat's run up a tree. The dog has lost his little marbles, has gone into her house with half of a fish, because he went into the house to get to clean up the other half of the fish that fell into her house, because that dog ran in there. So he did go to get the other part of the fish.
Right.
And I guess, but the thing, I don't know that he actually went to get a knife. He went in to get the other part of the fish, but while he was in there, he very easily, because did she not have a knife out that she used to make the pineapple salsa?
Oh yeah, probably.
Right. So she was using a knife to make pineapple salsa. It was on the counter. So he very easily, or actually, we don't know that it was on the counter. Could she have rushed outside with no, because she had picked up the pineapple salsa.
See,
So she had already put the knife down.
here's my issue with mysteries right here. Here's my issue.
She put the knife down. She was carrying the tray. Although, how do you carry a tray with a pineapple on it? Carry a tray. I would just carry the pineapple. But anyway, maybe that's not fancy enough. Because these people seem to be fancy pants. So she's carrying the tray. She left the knife there. She almost dropped pineapple salsa because of this crazy dog that got out. And I think he could have easily snagged the knife. However, what I do know about mysteries, if you think at the very beginning, it's got to be him, Jimmy. He was seen going in. The cat saw him going in to wash his hands or going into that dude's house, and he was in her house where there's the knife. But see, that's the easy solution. That's not going to be the answer. That's not going to be the real solution.
Right.
That's going to be your first tricky red herring. That's not the truth. So now we got to find out more, because right now it looks like it's old Mr. Jimmy. Mr. Jimmy just got mad because that dog took his fish.
A couple minutes. See, in my books, when I read a book, I just like to be entertained and enjoy myself. I don't like to feel like I have to work.
Well, there's not really any work in this. We're watching this dang cat.
But there is. The work is on us to try to figure out and solve this mystery before they do.
Not really. Honestly, I'm the type, because I love mysteries, so I'm the type that I am trying to figure it out ahead of the game. However, you don't have to do that. You can take the route of just watching the detectives do their work and laughing at what they're doing and being like, oh my God, he did what? Oh my God. And not put any thought whatsoever and just let it.
My brain doesn't allow me to do that. My brain wants me to try to figure it out. And then
your brain to stop.
Frustrated. Then I just get frustrated because I don't figure it out, and then it's too much work, and I don't like it.
So you got to tell your brain, we're not figuring this out. We're sitting back, and it's like watching a movie. We're not going to anticipate what's happening in the movie ahead of the game. We just don't let the movie go.
But I've always been trained that way, that you're always anticipating, you're always predicting with you know what I mean? Anyhow.
So then even with regular books, you are trying to see your foreshadowing?
Yes.
So you are still trying to figure out something.
Yes, but because we've been doing that with every book we've read. We do that with every book we read. We talk about things in the future and whatnot. But it's not, those mysteries are written and designed to trick you.
They are written.
A regular novel isn't really designed to trick you. It's just a story that's hidden behind there that you're going to learn more about, and you're going to figure it out in the end. Mysteries are deliberately there to screw with you.
I will say mysteries more than other books. Not that other books don't have twists. Other books do have twists.
Sure, but these are
and you're like, wait, I didn't think that was going to happen.
These are designed to show you how stupid you are and how wrong you are about things.
These mysteries are designed to lead you to think one way, but then be like, nope, it's actually this. And who you're thinking, it's got to be this person, but nope. It's someone that you would least expect most of the time. But then there are some cozy mysteries that I've read that who I thought it was at the very beginning was actually who did it. And I was like, what? Really?
Sorry, Joe. It's called Paw and Order. Paw and Order.
Yeah, that HOA lady. Well, at least she's nice for an HOA lady, right? Wouldn't you say she's nice? Although I don't know, she is talking about giving infractions for a dog barking. She gonna get him. She was trying to get that dog. What removed?
Wasn't there something about somebody's golf cart or something? I don't know.
Yeah. See, I don't. I have worked for an HOA, but like I don't remember them giving out. I mean, there were rules that people had to follow. Yes. Well, I don't remember nobody going to their houses and being like, "You got to do this. You have put a statue on your porch that is bigger than the allowed amount."
That's right. I've seen a few videos pop up lately on Facebook and stuff of crazy people coming to people's houses and be like,
I'm like,
packages on your porch. You can't have packages on your porch. You were supposed to arrange your deliveries to be delivered when you're home, so there's no packages. They're on the Ring doorbell yelling at people, and I'm like, oh my God.
I'm like, it's got to be a skit because I worked for an HOA and I don't remember them doing that. I'm like, maybe I wasn't at the people's houses, but I would I remember having to type up or watch, because I was the office manager, so I was having to help put, sometimes there were warning notes.
60 and 60 is 120-ish. 120-ish.
I have not watched Over the Hedge in like forever.
Over the Hedge? What?
It was a raccoon or squirrel movie. These animals, and they're having to try to go over the fence, over the hedge to get food or something. I can't remember if it was a squirrel or a raccoon or both or something. But I'm nice.
Okay. How about chapter 18?
So read chapter 18 or don't read 18?
Read 18.
Okay, so read 18,
Yep.
not 19. Okay.
Not 19. Yep.
Maybe the cat will be Mo? Maybe the cat will be more aggressive because he's got to get the humans to figure out what he has figured out, but he got to figure out first. A lot of times detectives are a little selfish, at least in all the detective books I've read. The detectives kind of get a little selfish with the information, like they want to find it first, and then after they have found it, then they're happy to share with everybody what they found, but they got to find it first. Like it's this thing that they want to be the first one to find the information. After they have found it, then everybody else can find it. That's fine.
Got it.
But they got to be the first one. So I think that's what's happening. Mr. Whiskers has got to find out the information first. Then by all means, he will let the humans know so that they can do their job. But he's already figured it out. He has already solved the crime, and he has been the expert.
Gail's like, "Are you blitzed, Brandy?"
No, but he's doing. I'm finding it, and now you may have it, you peasants.
All right. Well,
I am not blitzed.
There we have it. That's what we got so far. So we shall see. I mean, I don't hate the book. It's just like it's a mystery. And it's one that just is. It's even more weird because now we got an animal trying to figure the mystery out, and the animal doesn't talk. So I thought if we're going to have a mystery that's got a cat detective, let's just go all out and the cat talks. And I don't know, just.
So, see, then you would need the magical. I've already read that series. Then there's the magical cat detective series, but that's because the witch, that's her familiar, and the cat talks to her, and she can understand the cat.
There you go. Yeah.
And she knows what the cat is saying.
Yes.
Cat still goes off and does his own adventures that he doesn't tell her about. And she's like, "Why are you not telling me about these?" And he's like, "Because."
That makes
it's a whole
lot more sense that cats can then talk to people. Yeah, that would make it perfect.
That series was actually pretty cute. But yeah, I mean, because she can talk to animals, especially hers, and that cat told her everything. Because he wasn't a detective; he was a mystery writer.
Sue, why does the HOA lady want to kill people?
See, I'm wondering if it's okay. You know how there's two realtors, right? There's a female realtor and the male realtor. Raj is the male realtor. But they feel like she got a steal because, they didn't get any money for it because the owner sold to her directly or sold to Fred directly. So I feel like it's one of the realtors because if they could make her guilty or whatever, then they gonna get that property and they get to sell the property and they get to make money on it. So it could be one of the realtors. Your first guess is Raj because he's been the most obnoxious. Very much so. But it also very easily could be that mild mannered female realtor.
It's probably the cook down the road that, had an affair with his wife and, just.
Nah. They have already, I guarantee they have already introduced us to probably the character. Because I don't feel like there's going to be many more people.
We didn't meet the killer. We didn't know anything about the killer until we were way in the book a long ways, I think.
True. I don't know. We'll see, because I feel like this is a small town, so I feel like there ain't very many people.
Well, I don't think that one was a big town, was it?
Yeah, it was bigger than this. This is a little tiny little cove.
I don't know.
I don't know. Something might be off about Roger. He's just mean. I don't know what to say. He mean in a. Someone needs to stick someone needs to stick their hand up there and take the corn cob out his butt.
I'm ready to go pick up my spicy romance book because I know what that's about.
That's okay. I have finished because the trilogy I was reading, unfortunately, book 3 doesn't come out until December. So I'm kind of effed on that.
You shouldn't do that.
So now I am reading from the looks of it, it is a domestic, not quite mystery, domestic thriller. Because she's scared of the husband. He's done something and he's whisking them away on a boat. That's all I know.
Somebody's going to die on the boat or off the boat, drown.
So I don't know what's happening. I just know that she is, because all I had was the prologue, and I've just now started chapter 1 where it was like, I never should have married him. I should have seen the signs.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, oh.
Mm-hmm.
But they have kids, and the kids are seasick right now, and she's like, this is not a vacation. So I don't know what that means. Something has happened, and why they give us that at the beginning, I don't know.
Somebody's going over. Somebody's drowning.
Yeah, it's called The Shallows.
It might be him. I don't know. Maybe she's tired of him. She offs him in the ocean.
No, because something happened to their neighbor, and now they're going on a boat somewhere. Maybe he killed the neighbor and they're running. But I feel like this man must have done something to her if she's scared of him.
Yeah. It's probably
thinking like domestic abuse or something.
It was probably his lover.
No, I'm saying the wife is scared of the husband.
Oh, I know, but he's probably running because of his lover,
and possibly could. But I feel like he had to have abused her. That's why she's scared of him.
Sounds like a Lori Daybell.
A little bit.
All right.
Except there don't seem to be no religious aspect to it. We'll see. I've just now started it.
What the heck is Lori Daybell?
So there's the Lori and Chad Daybell case, and
this is a crime thing, a true crime. Oh, Jesus.
Oh yeah, this
Oh,
woman, she's
here we
involved
go.
in too many
Here we
people's
go.
death.
Oh,
Okay,
Lord.
she's involved in the death of her two kids. She's involved in the death of her ex-husband. She's
Oh,
involved in the death of her new husband's ex-wife. She's involved in the death of a I
God.
don't know, brother or something. And we're like, and she so far she has been found guilty on everything, but she keeps insisting on representing herself. She's on the final one now. Why she thinks this one's going to come out any different than the others, I don't know.
Oh,
She deluded.
this is a current thing? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, you know me. I don't go there. I don't do any of that crap. I don't watch any of that stuff. So
Oh yeah. I love my true. Well, hello. I'm wanting to be a forensic scientist, so I'm all about the true crime.
I'm not at all. Not at all. On that note, I'm going to go see what we're having for dinner because Dale's starting to cook. So let's see what we're
Oh,
having.
Dale, what you cooking me?
My guess is it's hamburgers on the grill. Is my guess.
Oh, you lucky woman.
Why you say that like it's so exciting? It's just like
Yes, the smell of hamburgers on a grill and the French fries and oh my
French fries. I
God.
didn't say nothing about no French fries.
Well, you gotta have French fries if you're having a hamburger.
No, you don't. We never have French fries with our hamburgers.
Excuse me? What do you have with your hamburgers?
We might. I don't know. I like to have beans, like Bush's baked beans with mine, and dunk my burger in the bean juice and stuff. We don't have fries.
Oh,
We don't even have any. We don't even have any fries in our refrigerator.
you don't have to have fries in your refrigerator. You take a potato and you cut the potato up and you fry it.
Who's doing all that? Who's doing all that nonsense?
Those make the best fries, to be honest with you.
I'm doing all that nonsense.
I mean, or have chips with it if you're not gonna have.
We will probably have chips.
Yeah, I'm a burger and fry kind of gal, and especially a homemade burger where it's on the grill. There's just something extra special about the taste of a grilled
The baked
burger.
beans. I even put the baked beans on my cheeseburger and eat it that way.
See, I eat the baked beans with my fries.
No fries. Now, if we go out, we'll get a burger and fries, but not at home.
Oh, Gail's having chicken, broccoli, rice, and cheese. I see now. What I thought I was going to have to eat may be altered because now that burger sounds kind of good.
You just said it like it was something very special, and I'm like, it's just like a weekly meal we have, basically.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't have a grill here, so if I want grilled burger, I gotta go someplace else get a grilled burger.
All the time, all the time.
Oh,
Nothing special about it.
see, it is when you don't get to have it very often.
I guess.
Because there's a difference between a home grilled burger and like McDonald's or even Burger King. Don't taste the same.
I prefer the Burger King.
Really? Over home grilled burger? What kind of seasoning is Dale putting on that burger? You know what my favorite is? Well, y'all might not have that there. There's something called Dale's steak sauce. And oh my God, marinating a burger in that and then grilling it. Oh,
You're smoking burgers on the grill, Joe? Does that mean you're burning them?
Does anybody else know what Dale's steak sauce is? I may have to get some, Mindy, and send you some Dale's steak sauce. Let you marinate a burger or a steak in it. You marinate it real good, and then you put it on the grill. Oh, that is the best.
I've never noticed. Honestly, I don't know.
That is.
I got you, Joe. Okay, gotcha. All right.
Joe
Well,
has Dale's there.
I'm gonna go and see what we're doing. I might have to find some accessories to go with the burger.
It's fries.
No
Fries
fries.
and chips.
We don't have any fries.
Do you have chips?
We probably have chips. Mhm.
Get you some chips. You need something besides just some baked beans.
We probably have chips. I'd be fine with just the beans, but
Huh.
I don't always do the beans, and I don't know if I'm going to tonight, honestly. So
I have a Chick-fil-A sandwich. I might as well just eat it.
there you go. Just go eat it. There you go. All right. See you guys next week, and we'll see if this cat learns to communicate any better.
You gotta howl and meow meow.
Bye.
Bye.